control in your house, you or the kids? Or maybe not the kids, one kid. Maybe one kid's figured out how to just put havoc in your house. And you've sat there and you've raised your hands. I don't know.
Really?
Well, there could be many reasons why that happened. And I'm not a genie. I can't go into your house and tell you. But I know for a fact in our house, this is what happened that caused us to lose control. And we had to do some things to get back. And that was when we as parents undermined each other or we didn't back each other. Children understand the law of war. And war is divide and conquer. And if a child can make their parents divided and then they can conquer the situation, they're now in control. That's not what you want. So when it comes to certain things like whether or not a child should be going to bed at this time or that time, or whether or not a child can have this goodie or not have this goodie, or can a child go to this event or not go to this event, understand right up front that you as the parents have to get together and come to some consensus. And if the child comes to you, because this is what they're famous for, they come to you and said, you know what, Dad said, and so you assume Dad said, and you went, oh, okay, well, if Dad said, all right. And now the child goes out to the dad and says, oh, by the way, Dad, Mom said that because, as long as it was okay with you, that it was okay with her if I do. And now he assumes you've already had this, and that she was the one that gave in, and he's going to go, oh, okay. The child is just now won. The child is now in control. This happened to us more times than I can shake a stick at before we finally figured out, oh my goodness, this child just played us. They'd be great in Vegas. They just played. It was got to the point where we'd go, you know what, let me double check it with Dad. I need to have a conversation with Dad. Anything like that. So the child now understands what they said to you is going to be confirmed. It's going to take the control out of their hands and put it back in yours. That's one thing. Another thing is you cannot undermine each other. So if for some reason my husband did agree to something and I didn't like his choice, I could not say in front of that child, I don't like your choice, unless I backed it up with, I don't like your choice, but we're gonna agree with doing what you said because you've already said it, but you and I will discuss this. Now the child knows, okay, I don't have complete control of this. I got away with this once, but I might not get away with this again. And you need to start working together with the other parent in the home to figure out ways to not let your child have control. And so that you have the authority that you need to have because you are the one ultimately that is in charge of this child and their safety and their well-being. So I challenge you to start sitting down and having open dialogue with the other parent, and sometimes even open dialogue with the child and saying, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it. But make sure that if you're actually having an open dialogue with them, they understand you are not giving them control just because you're telling them what's going to be happening. So be careful with your words on that. Words are always so important. That they're understanding you're doing this so they can see, they can learn how to work through some of these circumstances. All a learning curve. We're all going to make some mistakes along the way. Don't get discouraged. One of the main reasons for my videos is to constantly try to help encourage you to understand that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. We've all been there and or are in those circumstances ourselves right now. And we want to wish you an awesome day.